everyone, it's Jean from the Inky Studio. I'm so happy you could stop by today. I am offering a free digital, and it's one of my first ones that I've done. I'm so excited, and they were so much fun to work on that I thought I would just offer them to whomever would like to download them. The link will be down below. I have chosen, I was working on Alice in Wonderland journal at the time, so I chose her, and then I also just put in a botanical on the other side. What this is these are matchbooks that it's what we worked on in building our ephemera sample portfolio a few weeks ago. It just flips up like this, and you can put journaling inside there. You can glue it on 3 sides and put it in your journal for a pocket, or just have it float. And I'm also going to show you how to do the one with papers on the inside. So let's get started. What you'll need your stapler, and a bone folder is nice. The creases looks better if their creases are well done. And I would print this out on a cardstock. This is HP heavy duty presentation paper, so it is like a cardstock, but regular paper probably would not be heavy enough for that. When I print it out fit to page. If you forget to do that, it's no problem. It just means it might end up being a little smaller than what I'm making here, and the fold is pretty much the same instructions, so it won't be that difficult if it doesn't come out that way. But this is 7 7/8 by 3 1/8 when I print this out. So now I'm going to cut these out and show you how to put it together. Okay, start with your image on the left hand side and the bordered edge on the right side, and then flip it over. Now you're going to fold this up about 3/4 of an inch, and you can eye this up and burnish the fold there, but you can eye it up and take your stapler. Now we're going to place the staplers down. Let me get my pen. We're going to place the staplers like in this area here, not necessarily at halfway, but just under halfway up. So I would say about, a little bit more than 1/4 of the way up, maybe 3/8 of the way up. And what I usually do is I line up the edge from here to there, and then I try to get the same edge distance on this side. But I'm not always perfect, and I think it's okay if you're not. So there you go. There's the 2 staples. Now we're going to take this part here, and we're going to fold this down just above the highest staple. All right, just above it there, just like that, and fold it down, and there we go. And now we have the little matchbook. So you can see that the reason why you use the staples to line your fold down is that you don't want it to hinder it folding into that little lip there. So that is simple, right? So easy. But now let's look at adding paper to our matchbook. So again, we want to flip up about 1/4 of an inch. And again, it doesn't have to be exact, but somewhere in that vicinity. And we're going to put the staples in again. Like so. Now this time, when we fold this down, we're going to go past the staples a little bit. And usually what ends up, in most cases for me, is you're not quite to the edge, but you're just like a hair, like 1/8 of an inch from the edge there. If you can see the edge, it was right here. That usually is where it always, for me, has ended up, at that point. And again, whatever size your matchbook prints out at, this is basically just eyeing it up with what's, with the staples and such. So the next fold is going to be, well, I'll take it. It's going to, of course, be on the other side of the staples, like we did the last time. And then you're going to pinch it down. Kind of work it down there a little bit and get a little fold. And you see when we get done, there is this little tiny seam or little edge in there so that your paper can fit up inside there. And now you can cut your paper. Now, if on this size, the paper was 3 by 3 inch paper. And if that doesn't fit, then you can just measure, the inside. You want the paper to fit, above this section here, between here, and below the first line right here. Kind of put it in that section. So I put my paper together. I take a little scrap that's about 1 inch wide and the width of my paper, like so, and put a couple staples in that. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this into there, and I'm going to glue it by just gluing on this section. Oops, sorry about that. My glue is a little chunky. I'm just going to glue it right inside like this. Okay. I'm going to glue it below this crease here. Just below it. Just a little bit below it. Okay. If you do that and you find out, oh, I cut my paper too long, well, then you can just, put it in the paper cutter that way even after it's glued in. It will be fine. So once you have that glued in, you are ready to go. Of course, you want the glue to dry here, but you'll be ready to go. And now you've got some paper inside your little matchbook. And it can be just a cute little thing to put in a pocket, or actually these make really cute little party favors. There is another idea that you could use, and that is to get Post-it notes. And these are 3 by 3 Post-it notes, and I've taken a little section off. I don't use the whole section. I just take a little section off, and then that can be, of course, glued in here instead of the note paper. That can be glued in here, and I would just glue the back page really well and put it in. And then I would also maybe put a little line of glue well, no, I guess I wouldn't do that either. Yeah, I would just glue the back of it like we did that one, and you would have this little Post-it note party favor. How cute is that? So if you're interested in this download, please go to the link down below to jump share. And once the image pops up, right click on your mouse and save it to a file on your computer, and then you can go back and print it out. I hope you don't have any troubles. It's the only way I know how to do it right now because I'm still in the learning process. And if you have any questions, you can contact me at my Etsy shop. That's probably the best place to do that. But it should be pretty straightforward. I am just doing this sort of as a hobby, something fun to do. Let me know if this is something you enjoyed, and if you'd like to see more little freebies that I end up doing. I wouldn't mind sharing them. So anyways, please subscribe and see what's coming up next in my shop. I am most likely going to be doing the bead journal share in the next video, and so I will see you there. Thanks so much for viewing. Bye.